but it's something for the future. For the time being, such efforts are indeed taking place. I say Kazi Bidi, basically we're making this big effort to develop business, to make sure that these opportunities are revealed, identified, and are put at service of people in both countries. To be more specific, there were several delegations from Kenya, which visited Azerbaijan and had a number of meetings with various government officials as well as private entities. There were a set of visits from Baku. A number of people came. They were showing extra interest to various fields because, as I mentioned, opportunities are there, from basic export-import operation to some more, how to say, long-term dedicated areas like e-governance, for example. Well, my country is famous for oil and gas.
Yes, indeed.
Not just the ones that you mentioned at the very beginning when we were talking about the special bathing procedures which are really good for your skin, and we are famous with that. But Azerbaijan is actually one of the countries that started oil exploration at the end of the 19th, early 20th
In fact,
century.
if I'm not wrong, the very first oil tanker,
which is true,
was commissioned from Baku.
True, very true. I can tell you more. Everybody knows about Nobel brothers.
Yes, the Alfred Nobel. Yes,
we have a house museum of Nobels in Baku because a Nobel's company has started making its initial fortune in Azerbaijan.
Oh, is that so?
That's why this
look at that history
there, and it's still functioning. Our oil wells are also famous because of the history. And then when the Soviet Union started exploration of oil and gas, let's say the elite, the core team of experts in the area,
came from your country
for a very simple reason, because there was no
you had the expertise, nobody else
knew. Far advanced.
Ladies and gentlemen, this country at some point actually produced half of the oil that was used in the world. And I think you know, the Second World War was won, at least the Russian bit was supplied heavily by, I think about 75% of your oil was able to, huge exports of oil and gas as well.
Well, I have to admit, I'm impressed once again, because you clearly did a bit of background.
It's a wonderful country.
No, I really appreciate it.
It's a wonderful country.
Which is true, indeed. Back then, during the Second World War, most of the petrol used by the Red Army was actually coming from Baku. That's why, for this very reason, Baku was one of the strategic destinations for the advancing army. Hitler was actually prioritizing occupation of Baku. However, those plans never came to fruition for obvious reasons. We all know the rest, but this is a thing of the history.
It's all in the past.
Forward, as I said, we're looking for partnerships and cooperations with everyone. Of course, our oil and gas reserves are still quite impressive. They cannot be compared to some of the kind of biggest oil producers, but still, it's the backbone of our economy. Yet at the same time, we're making major effort, dedicated effort to diversify.
That's right.
Investing a lot in the green energy, and there is an additional reason for that. And